let's get started with heading down.
Walk in the woods.
Get some of this run going.
Raining again.
What are we ever going to do about our poor summit? That ugly Typhon made it all the way up here, and he's been ruining everything. Well, we are not going to let him walk all over us.
It does. Yeah, we'll do that. It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Thorn Weepers.
Yeah, okay. 40. That works. But yes, evolution doesn't happen without competition. It doesn't happen. If people are left to their own devices, they will stay lazy unless you're actively pushing. At least that's what I find, because I know that I have stayed very lazy for most of my life. But I think you gotta find that inner drive. You gotta find that inner drive, or like have something to compete against on that external. That's why in sports there's so many rivals. A favorite fact of my spouse's is just how many like rival female soccer players end up getting married. It's just like that sort of push-pull of when you're up against people consistently, and you have those
Hit me then.
those sorts of deep thought processes,
Let's fish.
or deep emotional bonds, whether positive or negative. I think that they
I got a Progelli.
come back to you. Schopenhauer analogy about the lobster: doesn't need to know it at its shell until it gets too big inside, and then there's pain, discomfort. Suffering drives progress. You know what?
You can sense my
That's
motive in
a
giving
great
you
way.
this. Sometimes we simply feel an impulse to express our admiration.
Great way to describe it.
Knowing how important your whims are to you, surely you understand.
The Olympians often demand tribute from their worshippers, do they not? Their custom, perhaps, but not mine. I merely ask that you honor our arrangement in perpetuity, though neither shall I reject your offering.
I love the chaos design in this game. It's so good.
I was unable to detect you for some time, but then the earth itself shuddered, as though an object of very substantial size fell from considerable height. That must have been the being you call Typhon. Did you cause him to fall? Do not respond.
Okay. No money. If I take damage, stunned, but 150%. You know what? We'll go with move faster.
I understand and accept.
And there's the darkness. Ooh. Been meaning to get that. But yes, I think it's very important to
That you, Arachne?
try and find new purpose to push yourself. And I think I've been doing that a little bit more this year. Do I want a sacrifice boon? Eh. I do want to see Arachne, though.
Silken finery, so soft, divine. I spin my threads, catch whatever comes my... Why, hello there.
Hi,
You
Arachne.
know the gods did this to me, don't you? Although I shouldn't say the gods. Was truly just the one. But the others, they didn't care. They were complicit in the whole thing. It was as though I was a spider to them all along.
Arachne. The gods could be kinder to mortals. You'll hear no argument from me on that. I have a certain point of view on it myself. Most mortals I've met, they've all been dead.
Yet you abide Olympus anyhow. I understand, I do. They're family. And that's one thing we can never change. Not really. Although the Titan whom you're up against, isn't he family too?
She has a Dark Souls type laugh. We'll take the moonlight dress again.
Do you like it?
Why, this is beautiful, thank you.
stock market probably gonna collapse in the near future anyway. The next few years will be interesting for everybody. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, huh? I've been thinking a lot of that myself. Uh, it's
Well,
it just makes me think of
We should be able to hold back Typhon for a while longer.
it makes me think of a lot of yeah, we'll do days too. A lot of the Great Depression precursors. I'm a Psych guy, not sure how much I follow that stuff. There's plenty of societal impacts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been trying to stay on top of the news in spite of how much it pisses me off.
You helped us beat that bloody monster down. If only I could have
Like
seen
seeing
you
how
with
much
something else hot stuff.
Nvidia and like the whole AI circle jerk is propping up
Just have to
a
make
market that is already down, and then on top of that, like not actually posting it. It pisses me off so much. Just this entire administration.
go, Chronos.
Deregulating everything is just gonna hurt the common person. But especially, it's going to especially hurt the people that are already suffering. And that's the thing that really annoys me. Bird!
Greetings, little raven.
I love ravens. I have a tattoo of a raven. Love those guys.
Again?
Not gonna last. They can only kick the can down the road for so long. That's how I feel about pretty much every major financial thing.
Oh, good, some target practice.
We live in a society that continues to kick the can down the road. And it's like, somebody's got to pay for this at some point. We might as well do it when things are already okay, so that we can actually eat the loss rather than have everybody really suffer.
There you are.
We've bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear.
Problem is, nobody ever wants to say now is the time to take the hit.
You'd think I'd be more capable of
Back the
tracking
next 10 years
prey
to get to a
that's
stable
Typhon
place.
size.
Yeah. I keep saying to my spouse,
You were tracking Chronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point. Bringing him down, less so.
sorry, trying to appreciate the fantastic voice work in this game.
I'll take your word for it. My father's much too proud to call me back to aid in our defense. Says I'm still needed here. If he wants Typhon to himself so badly, he can have him.
Okay. I'll take easy shot.
Smart. Moonlight guide you home tonight.
See you.
What was I saying? I keep saying to my spouse, you need, like, the natural process of things is that things need to contract as well as, like, much like the breathing process, you need to have the in, you need to have the out. You need to breathe in, you need to breathe out. You need to expand, you need to contract. And our economy, like, the incentives are so against contracting in any capacity.
Of that terrible Typhon monies. It has been so long since last we fought that I dare say he's grown still larger the intervening time. And sneakier as well. All of that shaking here, it was from him.
I want to splat. We'll just go with buried treasure.
Treasure from the sea.
Anyways,
Steady yourself. Trust in your training ere you reach your destination at the house. That and your connection to Chronos affords you some degree of control over his abilities. An unwitting inheritance he gave to you.
My knowledge of Dream, his command over time. A potent combination, but one I know I must approach with a great deal of caution and respect.
Approaching matters with caution and respect shall rarely lead you astray. I shall await word of whatever it is you discover. and whether our plans may come to pass.
The eternal growth model, every economy, not just ours, is a giant Ponzi scheme. Yes, it's that whole Western mindset of forever growth. Yeah, everything other than what we've done before bad. If it's different, it's bad. If we can't control it, it's bad. It's just a very colonial mindset that we're still stuck in, and it annoys me to no end because we are not. Nothing can go on forever. All things must end, and rather than trying to accept that things are going to change and be different, we just cling on to it as if there's no... Chronos, please! Oh, I'm a mouse. Beep. The Ponzi scheme that you described earlier as well just is endlessly infuriating to me, because, like, I am not invested in the stock market for numerous reasons. One of them being it is just a Ponzi scheme. You only get more if more people get into it. And I don't have enough assets for that to be worth it. I could just improve my quality of life. And sure, people are going to be like, okay, but what are you going to do for your retirement? Society's in a weird spot. I don't know if things are going to be close enough or similar enough to the way that they are that I'll even get the opportunity to do something like a retirement. So I might as well enjoy my time now a little bit more and invest in stuff that, like, will bring me joy and I can fully control where my assets go. Because I really don't want to pay into the Magnificent Seven or whatever it's called, the big stocks. Because all of those companies suck. And I have very strong moral reasons to be like, why would I give these people my money? They're just going to try and continue to take everything from me and the people that I care about. Work for Fortune 500.
Farewell, Erebus.
We need to grow forever, the system collapses. Wow, that is...
The rim of Oceanus.
That's a terrible way to go about things, in my eyes. I know it's a common saying online, but endless growth is not natural, it is cancer. It will feast upon itself until there is nothing left. And if you can't... Trying to control things to that extent is insanity. Number must always go up. We have to contract. We simply can't sustain our lives the way that they are. We can't sustain the idea of life the way that it is. Things will change. Things have to change. And yes, I know the East also experiences a lot of same issues that we do. But I feel that a lot of it comes...
Lord Charon, are you giving this to
1 second.
The pattern on this parchment work. The mark of night and a triple-headed lion and the words, I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes. This is a waking phrase for Zorafet. You are entrusting me with this. Well, if you think I'm ready, then I'll say it at the Silver Pool, next opportunity I get. Thank you, my lord. I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes.
Greetings from Olympus. Normally, my light makes it easy to spot whoever needs a blessing or a smiting, but you?
There we go.
So bright.
Big AoE. 100% more damage? Yes. Do I want more Ares? Not Ares, Apollo. I think I do. Too late, we're too deep into it. Yeah. We're in a pretty, our entire system is, well, I think that we need to understand that society as we know it has to collapse. I don't think it's a good thing. I think that it is a very bad thing that we could have fixed it and we said no. I'm casting pretty frequently.
There are such creatures born of nightmare and the sea, which float eternally toward death and decay, and so invariably find themselves exactly here.
I think I just stepped in one. Going in.
Phoenix will rise from the ashes eventually. It's going to be tough for everyone. We have to live through the collapse. I mean, like I said, it makes me think of the Great Depression in that people just decided to collect as much as they could and say, well, this is the way it's going to be. Everybody on the lower rungs of the societal ladder has to suffer in order to make this work.
Chronos, hypnotize.
It's insanity.
Rest easy now.
Really, my biggest suggestion for people is to be ready to pivot and learn new skills. Because I know I need to learn more skills. I need to learn more like practical skills, more handy skills. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to pay for a lot of that kind of work in the future. Because right now I'm working in research, and that's a pretty shaky field. I moved back here and got a former job because my boss was hiring, my former and now boss was hiring, and I'm like, okay, well, I saw the position was open and said, okay, let's try it.
A goddess may cross your path.
Let's do dark side.
Dark side.
Yeah, I'm excited to see trade skills come back. Let's see what Hestia's
Thank you.
is. Yeah, we'll take extra.
Try as I might.
Well, here we go.
I'm not excited for the kind of change that's going to have to happen. We just have people in charge that are so supremely greedy and can only think of themselves that everybody else has to pay the price.
Got just a little steamed back there, but I am back to my usual, quite irritable self, thank you.
When I was a kid, we thought all robots would replace manual labor. Instead, AI is replacing the administrative and social jobs. Labor is flourishing. So a big goal of my life is to try and be more of an artist and like be more creative in my day-to-day, because I'd kind of repressed that for so long that naturally when you fight against the tide for long enough, you have to just okay. Sorry, looking at my trees. Seeing AI and all of that.
Agent lady, welcome back! So who's this knight you're working for? And who else has she signed? She sounds intense.
I spoke of the one and only night, whose presence fills the underworld and surface. She is one of the eldest primordial powers, yet the Titan Chronos thought he could stop her.
Ooh, sounds like some healthy competition. Well, if this knight really wants us to sign with her, she'd better make a good offer. Else Mr. Chronos might snatch up all the talent. Welcome to our show!
What was I saying? Yes. The social... The greedy motherfuckers that are running everything are saying, screw the humanities, put everything into tech, have everybody suffer because it'll make us more money. What's up, Daft? All of these, the soundtracks in this game, everything's just so good. What I'm saying all comes down to, I want more artists. I want more artists and I want more art like this. I don't want AI generated slop. I want creatives that know what they're doing and are passionate about what they're doing. I want more supergiants in the world. I want to enjoy the fruits of the labor of people that want to pursue these kind of creative positions.
This is a stockfin.
Mere mortals never could achieve such skill.
Didn't hurt. To firmer ground.
Oof. I had green tea for a drink, and man, it has given me a headache. I had it yesterday, and it gave me a bit of a headache as well. I think I've just not been hydrating enough. I thought, oh, I could use some caffeine today, because I'm gonna end up staying up a little late, going to a little get-together later. And I regret it. I'm probably gonna need to think about grabbing some headache medicine on my way there. Big brain ouchie.
Now my reward.
What was I saying? I was talking about politics. How have you been doing tonight, Daff? What are you up to?
The path you face.
Throbs.
Smackers.
They're going to love
How long does this last? It doesn't do very much damage. Playing Baldur's Gate 3 because you can't stop. That game is really good, though. BG3 is just a phenomenal piece of work. Phenomenal piece of art. It makes me a little sad seeing the stuff Lyrian has said about like doing AI generating art for like the pre-concept work. Because like, come on guys. The AI is trained off of like stolen art. It makes me a little sad because I want to be able to more fully support pretty much anything that they do, but like as an arts appreciator, I want the people that make it and it gets scraped to make money too.
Feast your eyes on this.
What kind of a character are you playing in BG3? I really want to just do a fighter run. My current run is
In the name of Hades.
a Paladin Dirge. I think I'm on Devotion Path. Let's do extra bonus damage. Hexblade Warlock. Oh. Nice Knife's BG3 character is,
It's her again.
I think,
Though all alone this
the
time.
default warlock,
Alone this time.
not warlock,
Alone
default
this time.
dirge. It was.
How was your meeting with Narcissus? I'm glad he was decent enough to pay you a visit. I know it must have hurt, but I hope it helped to see him again.
It helped to see him again. Helped to see him again. To see him again.
When you murder the bard as dirge, do you break your oath as a paladin? So knife, you know what? We'll palm it up. How much damage is that? 130%? That's nice. Do I have... How many nectars do I have? I can gift one to you.
Please let me know somehow if there's anything I could get you or do for you one of these nights. At least it seems safe here. For now, I hope this nectar is enough.
This nectar is enough. Is enough. Is enough.
So I do believe that it does break your oath,
You keep an eye on
but
Echo there, all right?
I had one of my companions knock out the companion, what's her name? Alfira? And instead I murdered the, I murdered the other bard, the Dragonborn bard, which my character was like, I had them talk about the Dragonborn stuff. I do believe that that doesn't break your oath, actually. I'm not 100% on that. It's been a hot minute since I've played it, but I don't think it breaks your oath because it's not something that you control. But I did end up breaking my oath on accident. I've broken my oath on accident at least once or twice, which I find very silly. I can't remember what did it. I think I started a fight with one of the mercenaries, like the slaver mercenaries, and that got me in trouble because I'm a devotion paladin. You can't be starting fights with people for no reason, even if they are slavers. It's bad news for dear old me. But yes, I'm in Act 3, and every time I open it up, I'm like, man, there's so much for me to do. I do one thing, and then I'm like, okay, well... Okay, yeah, that seems good.
Fine work as always.
That's a great way to drain out my mana. Remember breaking my oath of Ancient by using the wand in the hut to bring back that lady's husband? Yeah, that would track.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Attacks me, inflict daze. That seems good. 15% more damage too. I think I'll take the flat.
Felt that for sure.
Yeah, I think Paladin is... All of the classes in Baldur's Gate 3
Calm him down.
is so good. All of them are just so good. Did we wrap up Yakuza 0? No! I've been talking with Daft about that. I need to talk with our other co-host, Leo, about finding a time to do that together. Because I feel like I can't just leave them out of that. Although I know that they've been tired a lot. I need to find need to make sure to find a time that works for all of us for that too. I don't want to eat all of Leo's time either.
No heart that cannot break.
They're fun. I think the stream friend elements were fun. Thank you. I did enjoy it. I think it being the only thing I was doing was less fun. I think having more co-op and like collaborative stuff, that's gonna be in the works. I've talked to Turn One Forest and Yelnats, and I did a collaborative stream with
having detected finally the princess of the dead.
a fellow streamer named Luigi's apartment just earlier this last week. Did that on Sunday. It was fun. I think I want to be doing more collaborative stuff.
Check.
Static is setting a date for Savage next week. Okay. Well, we can see if we can set up some overlapping times for that. I mean, I feel like they did pretty well.
Fair trade.
I feel like they did pretty well on YouTube, and like, I don't really care if nobody shows up for the stream, because it's just like, yeah, I get to hang out with my friends and do silly commentary type stuff. I did appreciate you stopping by in those Unholy, though. It is... Am I advertising on a TikTok or Instagram? That's how you get viewers? No, I need to. I have a YouTube, but I need to learn how to actually make short-form content is my biggest problem. I think that's what made it fun, because you don't need to have fun with friends. I agree with that. Just shooting the shit, hanging out.
It's me.
It made it a good time, and I want to do more of that. I want to try and have more content and more just fun time streaming.
Daughter, answer me something. How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus, when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus?
We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know how exactly he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods.
Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing, but your Lord Uncle Zeus, well, he would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
One part of the short form YouTube is get that one Nintendo Shop song. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Unseen Ire is the best out of these.
Thank you, Father.
Can I gift him stuff yet? No. Yeah, I need to figure out
A bounty of the infinite abyss.
how to actually edit for short form stuff. That, and I feel like I don't have... I don't know. I'm not a short form comedy specialist, to say the least. I feel like I'm a conversationalist, and that's where I feel like I thrive. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm trying to young NL. Hey. I am wearing the Dad Squad shirt. I mean, most of my wardrobe now, after I cut down on what I had, is like NL merch. We got the Dad Squad. Let's represent.
Cheers, Chronos.
I think where I feel like I thrive the most is in one-on-one conversation with people that want to talk about themselves. Because I feel like I can ask questions that people get the opportunity to talk about themselves more. A content idea that I've had for a minute now is to try and do an interview type thing, where I just ask people, like, what made you feel like you wanted to pursue art? And, like, I'm not going to reveal the name yet, because it's still kind of up in the air on whether or not it's going to happen. I want it to. I really, really want it to, and I want to make... I want to make more stuff happen for myself with creative endeavors. Kind of your profession. I mean, yeah. I mean, I love people and talking to people, talking about people's lives. I think the flat damage would be a big boon here.
My heart.
I thrive in environments where we can talk about deeper subjects than just like this is the typical, here's the day-to-day. It's not like I'm sitting here saying, everybody, here's your stock advice. I keep seeing stuff on YouTube of like old form Call of Duty content of like the early-ish, like the early machinima days, where it's just like, yeah, here's this person talking about life over Call of Duty gameplay. Go with the full tree.
Darkness guide you.
I will go for more Hestia too. I keep seeing those Call of Duty commentary type deals, and every single one of them, I just like. I like the idea of Call of Duty commentary and bringing back the old form of YouTube content, just because I find it interesting. It's like internet anthropology for me, because anthropology is a little bit of a fun subject of mine, a half hobby kind of subject. Anyways, I keep seeing those types of videos show up, and it's just people talking like, invest. And I'm like, I really don't want to. I don't want to think about or deal with the stock market at all.
Down there.
Deep stuff. Alright, what's my stance on the Copenhagen interpretation of the wave collapse function? Is reality deterministic or random?
Hear me, on my authority.
Okay, give me a minute. I gotta form coherent thoughts here.
This should help.
And here, let's alt tab and make sure that I'm understanding the Copenhagen response. Sorry, Copenhagen wave collapse. Okay, basic idea. Very, very basic idea of that there. Is reality deterministic or random? Can I say both? My response would be shaking my head while sticking my tongue out and going, ah. Okay, hang on, let's clip farm then.
I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus met with some success. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters in all his terrifying stature, some primordial instinct took hold.
You awakened that monstrosity and call me vainglorious? Typhon is not going to take orders from you or anyone. He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way. And I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result.
Alright, what's your interpretation of the wave collapse function? Is reality deterministic or random? You know what I think about that? I think it's D's. Here we go. Flip it. I'll save that for the short form content. Genuinely, though, I think it's random. I choose to believe it's random. Reality is what you make of it. If you don't try and make something of it, then it is just nothing. Your reality is determined when you Copenhagen Coper. The Copenhagen. I think if you don't determine the way that your life is gonna go, then it is random. I'm probably completely oh, I'm just eating. It's here. Hey, can you stop healing him, please? Be so convenient that reality doesn't exist. Until you measure it, free will exists. Life is what you make it. I mean, yeah. I'm kind of just flubbing my thoughts here because I'm trying to kill a boss. But I do think
my own family has done worse to me before, but I'm vastly stronger now. Stronger with each passing night.
No, that's me.
You're old and tired. You don't even know why you're fighting anymore. To prove something to your children.
They took everything from me. Everything and more. Now they seek for you to take the rest. Such a wretched family, this. Leave me be.
Why reality doesn't exist until you measure it. Free will exists. Life is what you make. I mean, the sky's the limit. When the circumstances of your birth you do not control. The circumstances that you are put into, you do not control. What you do control is how you react to it. And if you choose to react in a way of like, ah, yes, I will.
All right, brother. Not yet. In dream, I shall remain unseen.
The ancient mirror of night, that conduit of dark primordial power from before time took hold, lies forgotten amid the myriad possessions of the captive underworld prince.
An ordinary mirror, nothing more.
Now let's see what Zagreus has to say.
It worked.
I've really been enjoying
Night and darkness,
seeing these two interact.
blood beyond the grasp of time.
Whee! You guys ever dream and just be like, oh, I can fly?
Which means, oh, blast. I never thought. Hi there, Menenui. My investigation into our grandfather's scheming has begun, though difficult to make good progress without telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Chronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Chronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Chronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
It never is.
So now you want me to stop them for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as Dissolution of Time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Chronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Chronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill off family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this? Oh, blast. Chronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
Just this line alone is exactly how I feel about life.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me.
We don't control a lot of things in our life,
Return to Shadow now.
but we do control how we react to them.